Right, what's up YouTube? Is One Way Up here back with another car review. And here I have the 2019 Cadillac XTS. So Cadillac, they produced this car from 2012 to 2019. So 2019 was when they killed off this XTS. And in my opinion, I'm very sad to see this car go. I feel like this is a very underrated car that Cadillac has produced and is definitely overlooked. So the Cadillac XTS, this car competes with, I would say, the BMW 5 Series, the Mercedes E-Class, Audi A6, the Lexus ES and GS. But yeah, this is a great car. I feel like it was used by a lot of taxi drivers in New York City, but you know, definitely this car has tons of space. Now, from the way it looks and the design, I do like how Cadillac gave this car the sharp angles and lines, but also I love how the roof kind of curves a little bit. So one of the best things I love about the design of this car are its headlights. The headlights look great. I love how they kind of stripe and they go down. And the headlights look really great when you have the hazard lights on, the way it flashes. Also, when you remote start the car, it looks pretty cool. Another thing is the grille. The grille looks great. I love the Cadillac emblem that they have right there. The chrome around the grille. The bottom of the bumper, those vents. Nice rims that come with the car. Love the Cadillac badge on the side. Even the chrome strip going across the bottom of the mirror that leads into it, the light, everything about this car back looks cool. It's a nice luxury car. They didn't really cheap out on this car, and that's one thing I really appreciate Cadillac for doing. Chrome strip going along the bottom of the car. Even the handles, I like that they added the chrome to it, the finish, and how it actually lights up at night. There's a little light bar going across the handle right there. All four windows, or all four door handles, are keyless entry, which is cool. And another thing, looking at the back of the car, I do love how they redesigned it and updated it for 2018. I didn't really like how the rear on the older design of this car looked, but I love how they upgraded the rear tail lights and how it curves, which makes it look a lot more modern, and it adds more style to the back of the car. Another thing, I love that V or slightly V-shaped tail light that goes across the top of the trunk. You get the Cadillac badge on the back as well, and I love how these two rear exhausts are integrated into the back of the car. So like I said, this car is remote start. Here's the key that you get for this car. And of course it's going to be keyless entry, so you can put your hand here and press this button to lock and unlock the car. But another cool thing about this car is that when you remote start it, as I will do now, I love how the LED lights kind of slide up and start up, and then you have that little yellow half of it going across half of the light, which looks really cool at night. Even the mirrors light up as well. So now getting into the car, it is keyless. Now, in my opinion, this car has an amazing interior. You know, nice quality materials all throughout the car. You get a nice wood. One of the first things I noticed when I look at the door, real wood going along the inside of the door and in the middle of the car. Definitely a nice looking car. So now I'm going to step into it. Bose sound system, which is nice to have. Now this car has, you know, great features. It's cheaper than some of its competitors, and I think that's one of the good things that GM had going with this car. It's a nice infotainment screen. Now it is a little bit clunky with the speedometer, but let me just pop the hood for you guys and show you what's going on under the hood. Okay, so opening up the hood, you have a 3.5 liter dual overhead cam, 304 horsepower V6. So moderate amount of power, you know, definitely enough to get this car moving. I know it's faster than, well, it's not faster, but it has more horsepower than the BMW 530, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, this car's same engine that's used in the Impala. So overall, it's a good engine on power, but as far as the transmission with this car, it does feel a little bit laggy at times. So that would be my only complaint with this car, is that the engine does feel a little bit drony. It sounds a little bit drony, and I just don't like the way it shifts sometimes. But stepping back inside the car, another great thing I love about the interior, you have that going across the seat, and the seats are very soft and plush. They use great quality leather for the interior seats. So now closing the door, I mean, I love what they did with the door. It's soft all from top to bottom with the door, except for the inside of the storage compartment at the bottom. But other than that, I mean, it's nice. Nice buttons. The materials feel great. The wood continues up to there. Parking brake. Adjustment for the display brightness. Another storage space right here on the side, which is nicely lined with carpet material. Close this back up. Moving over to the steering wheel. Steering wheel has a nice design. I do like that they even continued the wood into the steering wheel, which is cool right here. Now, these buttons can be a little bit confusing to get used to when it comes to using the cruise control, how to operate it, but you do get used to it. It does have heated steering wheel, voice command controls, and phone controls. Moving over to the right side of the steering wheel, you do have this little shifter to switch in between different displays, and you can also go left and right as well. It's nice. Now, as far as the center display, I do wish that this screen was a little bit bigger, and they could have put the speedometer on the left side and the RPM meter on the right side, instead of making the gas and engine temperature take up so much of the display. But that's just my opinion. I think it could have been designed a little bit better, but overall, I mean, it's still not bad. So that's good. Moving over to the center, Cadillac's infotainment screen, very nice, simple to use. You can navigate your different sources along the side if you like. You do have a home menu, which I love. That is great. Now, one thing that you do have the option to turn on and off is every time you touch the screen, it vibrates, or what should I say, pulse. So it gives you like a feedback when you scroll and select on different options and settings. But yeah, this is a great infotainment system. I do like that they kept this. It works well in the Chevy products as well, so it's a great system to use. Moving over to climate controls, you do have the option to adjust the climate through the screen right here, but you also have another way of doing it, which is down here. So you can control the fan speed. And another interesting thing about this control setup right here is that every time you touch the fan, it vibrates to let you know that you've pressed the button. So basically there are no buttons down here. It's all haptic feedback. So when this isn't a home button, it's just a plain surface as part of the display right here. And you can turn on and off the screen as well. I do like that you do have heated and air conditioned seats. So a lot of other vehicles have ventilated seats, but on this one you actually do get cooled seats, which is very nice to have. So that's cool about that. You get a regular style shifter on this car. you know, nice qualities that they use for it. I do love the wood that they have here. It's nice, it's smooth, but it also looks nice. I don't like that they didn't make it too bright. I do like that it's a darker colored wood. I feel like that looks better and it suits the characteristics of this interior. Do get some storage space back there with a 12-volt power outlet. Close that up. A little bit of storage right here where I put your key. Or some change. Center armrest. Not that much space in the center armrest, but decent amount. And now it does go pretty far down, which is good. So, but it's just one layer, which is fine. You get more outlets down there, USB power outlet kind of stuff. Now, one thing that I don't like about a lot of GM products is that there's no sunglass holder for your glasses or shades, whatever you want to use. But that's one thing that I found annoying. Maybe it's because they have their OnStar and they decide to use up the space for their OnStar, but I do wish that they would have a sunglass holder up there. But another interesting thing about this car is that to open the glove box, you have to press a button, which is right here, and it pops open the glove box, which is interesting. So it kind of keeps here looking pretty neat. There's no lever or handle, you know, sticking out. But man, this is a great underrated car, and I'm very sad to see it go. I'm guessing it's most likely because of sale numbers, or maybe people prefer to go with the CTS over this car. But man, I feel like this is a great car that will be missed. So I'm going to step out and go into the rear seat. Just move this chair up a little bit. So this car has plenty of space in the rear. So let me just take a seat in the back. Oh my gosh, I can't get over how soft and plush these seats are. This is a amazing car. Anyways, so yeah, I'm 6'3", have the seat in front of me adjusted to my position, and I have plenty of room, which is great. I never sat in the back of an XTS before. I have heard and known that it has plenty of space in the back, and I'm actually experiencing it for the first time right now. And it's very spacious back here. I can go on a long trip back here and be so comfortable. It's crazy. The rear is one of the best parts of this car. Now I can see why people have used this for taxi services and things like that. But you also get the wood in the back, which is great. You know, it keeps the rear of the car looking nice. Even the soft touch materials continue in the back as well, which is cool. I like the stitching that they have going across. The handle is nicely shaped. And the rear headrests are foldable as well, and you can also adjust them up and down, which is cool. It's very nice back here. Now folding down the center armrests, even the center armrest looks really nice. It has leather line right here. There's even wood in the center armrest, and then if you push this button, the cup holders pop out nice and, you know, elegantly. Wow, it's even a nice black finish on the edge of it. Yeah, this is a really nice car. It's gonna suck to see it go, like I said. Now I do see another compartment here. Let's see what this is for. Oh, you do get more storage back there, which is cool. Oh, this goes straight into the trunk. That's what that is. Alright, so I'm gonna fold this back up and step out of the car. You also get heated seats in the back as well. So opening up this trunk, let's see what we got. So the trunk doesn't automatically open all the way up. You have to lift it, but the amount of space you get in the back is crazy. So much space. You can store plenty of items, objects, whatever you need back here. You should have no problems getting stuff in and out, and also the amount of space you have, you can store as much as you want. So definitely a great amount of rear trunk space. So yeah, I'm going to be sad to see the XTS go. Like I said, same thing with the Impala over there. Chevy killed that off. GM's also killing off this XTS. They both use the same platform, and I feel like the XTS is a really great car, so I'm definitely going to be sad to see this car go. But if you can get one, I would say go for it. You would not be disappointed. This car comes in front wheel and all-wheel drive, and it starts at around $46,000 MSRP when it first came out, but I'm sure you can get them used for under $30,000. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.